but on to a lighter note. I'd love to welcome our first speaker today to give us a little bit of smile in our morning. To speak in character, I'd like to announce and welcome to the stage Mr. Dave Moss, the temporary, indefinite Executive Director of the Moss Family Foundation.
Thank you, Rachel. Everybody hear me all right?
Yeah.
Good. Hi, everybody. I'd like to make a couple corrections. This is going to be entirely serious. And my name is Sergio Fernandez de Cordova. And if you're taking notes, there's an accent over every vowel. Doesn't matter what direction the accent goes. Just make sure there's one over all the vowels. Some of you may know I work for Rachel at the Public Foundation, but I'm here to talk to you about my other passion, the Moss Family Foundation. And let's just get started with a little bit of the history here. Right. So there's our founder, my great-great-grandfather, Fidish Shlomo Moss. It was founded in his memory by himself in 1959. Most of the family, we began paying attention in like the 80s somewhere. At the moment, where all grant making is frozen as we complete an ongoing strategic planning process. For those of you for the fundraisers in the crowd, I'm sorry. Fimus was very active in the Jewish community, founded several organizations, Mishpoka, the Jewish Foundation for Jews and Jewish Life, as well as the JCRCJDJCCCJR. He is a very inspiring character. I never got a chance to meet him, but it is my honor to continue his legacy with the work we do at the foundation. For most of our history, we were organized and run by Fivish's preferred wife, Goldie, who was just an absolute force for good in the world. And many of you may have heard of some of our signature programs. The Rebecca Goldie Goldkirsch Moss Women's Empowerment Fund for Power School Moms, Midwives, and Polite Botanists. The Goldie Award for Cleanest Vulnerable Person. And the Token Youth Achievement Award. We're not doing any of those anymore, as they had fairly nebulous impact. Today, I run the foundation as the temporary, indefinite executive director. And I can assure you that my employment there is both merit-based and entirely voluntary. I briefly quit that position, some of you may know, a couple weeks ago. But then after a brief conversation with the trust attorneys, I'm proud to say that I'm back working for the with the, where's that? So, with the granting freeze, things can be a little slow at the foundation. This is, this is pretty much what we're doing on the granting side. Not much to say about that. Doesn't mean we're not doing anything. Recently, we finally got around to appointing the next generation young board of trustees. Have you ever seen such youthful, passionate vigor? Unfortunately, none of them lived to see their appointment. A little quote from our chairman. William Benson Harrison's boss. Let's take a brief moment to honor their memory and the great contributions. You got a lot of fun if you go on the internet, you Google old Jews. So just because we're not giving any grants doesn't mean that we're not receiving any. Here's the Moss Family Foundation investing funding map. As you can see, we're not reading proposals from all over the country. Here's the West Coast. For some reason, we're not getting much from the South. I don't know why. Sad. Where am I? Where? Okay. We do have a couple programs that I'm pleased to be here to talk to you about. Whoa. There we go. This is the one I'm most proud of, the End the Unpaid Internship campaign. Now, over the years, slavery has evolved, and we're really at risk of missing out on an entire generation of workers through this really bad practice of hiring unpaid interns in the nonprofit sector. At the moment, I am looking for an unpaid intern to coordinate this. If anybody knows anyone, please, I don't know, just send them by, I guess. Also, we're not giving any cash grants, but we are pleased with our Twitter password recovery grants. You may be aware that many organizations now are using Twitter. And you may also be aware that there is quite a bit of staff turnover in the sector. And often, unfortunately, these organizations will lose their Twitter passwords, rendering them unable to run their social media campaigns. So we can help with that. Fill out a quick application at mossfamilyfoundation.org. And we'll just email you the instructions to get that password back. Get back to doing the great work. So, we firmly believe in commitments and being committed at the Moss Family Foundation, and I'm sure that someday all of us will be. And I'm here today in front of this crowd. It means a lot to me to share a very specific commitment that we're going to make, and that is that we're really going to redouble our efforts to try to figure it out what it is that we're doing and how it is that we're going to make that approach to impacting the approaches that we make. That concludes my presentation, but if I have a few moments, I'm happy to take questions. Anyone? No? We have an actual question.
Yeah.
Please.
Can you tell us about your vision for the world once the Moss Family's Foundation is fulfilled on what's important to them?
Sure. Thank you for your interest in the Moss Family Foundation. Currently, all of our granting is frozen as we complete an ongoing strategic planning process. For further funding sources, I don't know, I think canvassing might be. Just to finish off with something slightly more serious. I do think we can sometimes slip into the ridiculous with what we're doing, and maybe just take a moment every now and then to make sure what you're doing isn't absurd. And just try to get down to the heart of it, really think. Thanks very much for... We're going to do some action stuff now.
Thank you, Mr. Moss.